Hi, my name's John Bruff and I'm the creator of Pyramology, a 3D pyramid stacking game. The object of the game is to score the most points possible by matching the coloured sides of the pyramids. There are 70 pyramids, all unique. Each colour has a numeric value shown with dots. Yellow 1 point, green 2 points, red 3 points, and blue 4 points. The first player picks a playing piece out of the bag and places it in any of the 3x3 sections on the board. The same player then takes a pyramid from their pile of playing pieces and puts it in a neighbouring section to match a colour next to the starting piece. The move is then scored. As the game progresses, pyramids can be placed on their sides and stacks built vertically, forming cubes. Whenever a player plays a pyramid, all coloured faces that touch another pyramid must match. When placing the final pyramid upside down to form a cube, all 4 faces must match. Once a cube has been formed, a collar is placed on top. The player who formed the cube now places one of their pyramids on the collar to crown the cube. The game ends when a player has played all of their pieces or when all players have taken an extra piece but are still unable to play one. At the end of the game, all players add up their scores. The player with the highest score at the end of the game wins. It's not necessarily the player who finishes first. Because there are so many different combinations in which the game could be completed, I don't actually know what the highest possible score is. The game itself has been designed so that it's small enough to be portable. There's a drawstring bag that will come in the box and it's quite easy to kind of take along wherever you want to go. In my 30s, I was diagnosed with limb-girdle muscular dystrophy, which is a progressive muscle wasting disease. About 5 years ago, I had a kind of game changer where I ended up fracturing part of my spine, and that kind of put me in the wheelchair. So during the COVID lockdown, I wasn't able to work in the office because I'm deemed more clinically vulnerable. So that meant having to spend a lot of time by myself at home. And I decided I needed to have some kind of hobby and interest. So I bought a 3D printer. I kind of thought I need a basic shape just to kind of test. And I thought I'll print a pyramid. And I looked at these kind of pyramids and I kind of thought that if I could change the dimensions, you could have one pyramid sitting against the side of another one. And then it occurred to me that maybe this could be some kind of game. Obviously with dominoes, you've got the numbers 1 to 6 and it's all on one face. With pyramids, you've got the base and the 4 sides and they'd be numbered 1, 2, 3 and 4. But then I thought instead of the numbers, you could actually use colours. So use 4 different colours. And I kind of thought, I've really got something here to make it a game. I needed to try and work out how many different combinations there would be of those 4 colours, and it turns out there's 256 combinations. But then I realised a lot of those combinations are kind of repeated, so you can actually remove a lot of the repeated combinations, and in the end you're left with 70 unique playing pieces. So I printed off these 70 pyramids and hand painted them, which took a couple of days, and I printed a base to fit the pieces, and then I kind of started just kind of playing around with it. I thought I'd got a really good product, I've got a really good game, but I've got no experience whatsoever of kind of developing that. I got in touch with a few different services, kind of like marketing and brand design and graphic design, and bringing all these different things together to create Pyramology as it is now. I truly believe that Pyramology is good enough to sell around the world. I've spent a lot of money, pretty much my life savings. I need your help to get me over the finish line. So if you decide to pledge and back the Pyramology game and pretty much backing me, then what you'll get is a Kickstarter special edition version of Pyramology, which will never be available anywhere else. invest in Pyramology. It's an amazing game and make my vision for the future for the game and for myself a reality.